Hello, I'm Brian Tracy and welcome to iLearning Global. I have some good news for you. More people are going to make more money in the months and years ahead than have ever been made in all of human history, and your job is to fully participate in what economists are beginning to call the golden age of mankind. What we know is that world income is going up at a faster rate today than ever before. More people are becoming millionaires and billionaires starting from nothing than has ever been possible in human history. And it's possible for you as well. Now I have a question for you. Would you like to double your income? Now whenever I ask this question, everybody says yes. And then I say, well, I've got some good news for you as well, is everybody is going to double their income if you live long enough. The average income in America or the world goes up at about 3% per annum. So with compound interest, if you live and work for another 22 years, you will double your income. Is that what you had in mind? Of course not. You want to double your income much faster. And that brings me to a little story that kind of illustrates why continuous learning is really the key to putting yourself onto the fast track in life. What I want you to do is I want you to imagine a graph. And on this side you have the graph of income, on this side you have the graph of time, and this graph kind of explains success or failure throughout life. Everybody earns a different income in life. Some people earn $10,000 a year and some 20 and 30 and 50 and 100 and so on. And the first great discovery is this, is that where you are on the income graph is where you have decided to be. It's almost like you went into a restaurant and the waiter brought you a menu and you said, well, I think I'll order the $50,000 a year, please. And what about you? Well, I'll have 75 and I'll have 150. And so everybody orders it, and what you ordered is what you get. The fact is that you are earning today the exact amount of money that you have decided to earn, no more and no less. If you want to increase your money, your income, what you have to do is make a decision to earn more. And that's what we will teach you to do. The fact is that your actions and your inactions have brought you to where you are today, and they could be no other. If you want to increase your income, you have to do something different from what you've been doing. This brings us to the lower part of the graph, which is the graph of time. And these are the years of your life. What most people do over the course of their lifetime is they start off earning something. Then the average person's life is like a bad month on the NASDAQ. And they make a little, they make a lot. They make a little, they make a lot. They're in the money, they're out of the money. They're in the money, they're out of the money. And over the course of the average person's working lifetime, the average increase in income is about 3%. That's why people never get ahead, because the cost of living goes up at the same time their income goes up. It's very much as if you were driving along and you got off the main road and you got onto a dirt road, a farm road. Most people, we find, are on the farm roads of life. They are lost, and the challenge with these farm roads is that they have no road maps and they have no road signs. So if you're lost on the farm roads of life, even if you're driving a brand new Mercedes-Benz, you'll never make any progress. You'll go east, you'll go west, you'll go north, you'll go south, but you'll never get anywhere. You'll never do better than 3%. Now, when I talk about a Mercedes, your mind is like a Mercedes-Benz. You have incredible intelligence. You have more potential than you could use in 100 lifetimes. You have knowledge and education and experience and desires and ambitions and everything else. But even if you have all of that, if you're lost on the back roads of life, you'll never make any progress. And this is what happens with most people. So let's say you've been driving on the back roads of life for a long time and you're talking to your navigator and you say, honey, this is a lousy way to live. We always have too much month at the end of the money. There must be something better than this, but I don't know what we can do. And she says, well, you know, every so often through the trees over there, I see a freeway. If we could just get onto that freeway, there's cars whipping along that freeway, we could make a lot of progress toward our goals. So what do? You make a decision to get onto the freeway of life. Now, you may find it's difficult at first, but you work your way across country, you get onto the freeway, and once you get onto the freeway, you can put your pedal to the metal and you really start to make a lot of progress. And that's where you get with knowledge and skill. That's where you get with iLearning Global. Now, what is the difference? Well, the person who is on the low road of life makes an average increase of about 3% per year with experience plus luck. But a person who is on the freeway of life, their income goes up by statistics at about 10 to 25% per year. If your income increases at 10 to 25% per year, at 25% you'll double your income every 2 years and 7 months. And what do you do after you've doubled your income? You do it again. Now here's a wonderful thing about the freeway of life. The freeway of life is like the Autobahn. Now what do we know about the Autobahn in Germany? The first thing that people think about is no speed limits. It's the same on the freeway of life. As you start to learn and get better and better moving towards your goals, you can go faster and faster, and there's no speed limits. This is quite incredible. That's why you see people go from rags to riches in a couple of years, because there's no speed limits on the Autobahn of life. So your great goal in life is to get onto the Autobahn. What you do and how you do that is you begin to learn and grow and get better and better. Now here's an interesting point. Is a genius driving a Mercedes-Benz on the back roads of life will never make any progress. But an average person with an average education, with maybe limited background or skills, driving a rusted-out old jalopy, belching smoke with the wheels falling off on the freeway of life, will make greater progress than a genius on the back roads. This is why every so often you see a person who doesn't seem to have any talent or capability or skills who is doing fantastically well in life. There's nothing that will make you madder than to see somebody who's dumber than you who's making more money than you. And why are they making more money? It's because they're on the fast track. And there's only one way in the 21st century for you to get onto the fast track in life, and that's through knowledge and skill. And iLearning Global, with investments of millions of dollars in the finest technology in the world, will show you how to get onto the freeway of life, to move ahead faster, to increase your income at a faster rate than you ever imagined possible. If this makes sense to you, then your job is to join iLearning Global and begin taking the courses and the programs that will give you the essential skills you need to improve every part of your life, and especially your income.